Hello again guys, and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how I fix my wax plumes. When I have a wax plume, sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. And if you don't know what one is, I'll show you. Everything's going to fall apart now. Get off. See, from certain angles you get really nasty wax plumes under different lighting. If you put it back down, you can see it there. You can see it all up in here. I've got it a bit down here, a bit here, and it's my own fault. You know, I didn't layer up properly, and you know, on a bad day, just there scribbling away, and it happens. I didn't have this problem with the Samuel Jackson drawing. Probably because I took my time a bit more. I really had this problem with the Judge Dredd drawing that I did, but I blame that a lot on the Bristol Smooth that I used. It was cheap Bristol Smooth. I didn't like it, so I did a lot of scribbling. It's too many layers, and this method fixed that. It's to me, it was too much wax plume on that. It was completely ruined, but this fixed it. And all I do is I use matte varnish. I've actually used this in a previous video where I used satin varnish on a watercolour that I mounted onto canvas. You can go watch that if you want, if you're into watercolour as well. And I'm happy to tell you that's still going strong. I've had no problems whatsoever. So this will be a very quick video. The only problem I've got with this is that I pasteled the background because I got lazy. And because this is Bristol Vellum, literally doing a background in Bristol Vellum would take probably just as much time as it took me to draw this. I don't know how this is going to react to pastel. Maybe it'll be okay, maybe it won't. But if you're watching this video, then I'm guessing it turned out okay. Because if it didn't turn out okay, this video won't see the light of day. So all you've got to do, this is a piece of wasteboard, and then I've just covered bits and bobs up with a bit of sacrificial card so I don't spray my tablet, which is there. Now I've got bits of lighting and some pencils on this side. Now I don't want to spray my actual desk, which is normally black. I've got like a piece of metal behind here, and then I use like these magnets. Well, it won't work right now because I've got water everywhere, but to pin my work. It's a really good idea, you should try it. Just a piece of sheet metal, spray it black, and then just pin your work with magnets. Well, I don't want to spray that with varnish. So that's all you need to do. And then I've used masking tape to pin it down, because when you varnish something it will curl. And I don't want to have, you want it to dry flat. And then when it's done it'll just be nice and flat, and you'll just have a nice flat, well, I suppose, glare from the lights. Everything will be nice and even, it won't look stupid. So what I'll do is, I'll do one spray. Well, I'm shaking it up obviously. I'll do one spray, and then I'll cut the video to the end when it's done and show you. Basically you're going to do one spray, let it dry for half an hour, do another one, let it dry for I'll do about 3 times, and then it's done. That's all you need to do really. Really quick video. I did shake it up a bit off camera, so just shake it up for a good 10 minutes. See how this pastel reacts. That'll be fine. I know that'll be fine. Done it millions of times. Just never tried it on pastel. So this could be like how to varnish a pastel as well. But I wouldn't recommend that, because I wouldn't even recommend using fixed tip on pastel. It just fizzles away all your lighter colours. Oh, it's away about probably half a foot, something like that. And there you go, there's your first coat, and just let it dry. Now you can see you got all these wet spots and stuff on it. It's fine, it'll just dry, but just don't touch it until it dries. And what I'll do is now I'll stop the camera and then jump to the end, and hopefully everything will be done and everything will be fine. I'll see you then. Right guys, I'm back. It's had 3 coats and the wax plume is completely eliminated, and the pastel didn't actually do too badly. There's a few spots where it didn't react well. Don't worry about this edge because that's basically where the masking tape's been. All you have to do is crop that off, which I normally do, but I quite like this effect actually, where it looks a bit rough. You also can see a difference of, like, the black there looks a bit darker where the varnish has gone over the top, so it will deepen some of the blacks. The only problem is with it, because the coloured pencil isn't pastel obviously, you can see a difference here of, there's a difference in black, so as it's matte varnish, that's a different, I suppose, shade or value of black compared to how the pastel has reacted. So I personally wouldn't varnish it if you had a pastel background or you had a pan pastel undercoat maybe, I don't know, you'd have to try it. But if all this was done in Derwent Lightfast, it would look the same as that and it would just look absolutely fine. I think it's turned out great considering I used a pastel background. I'll show you that the wax plume is gone. See, obviously ignore all this, it's just not, yeah, I just wouldn't recommend it for pastel at all. Just focus on this. This is about the wax plume, not the pastel. As you can see, it's gone. Completely flat. And that's the same result I had on Judge Dredd as well. So instead of spending hours using a piece of tissue paper, you can just varnish it at the end, and if I wanted to, you don't have to use matte. I could spray it with a satin coat and have a slight gloss to it, which means it'll look more like a print, but I prefer matte. So yeah, if this helped you in any way, leave me a comment. Please like, subscribe and share if you want to. Thank you very much for watching.